Okay, a friend was able to help me through this fix. So let's try this one last time. Oh, and then of course the Steam Deck times out then. I I guess it also has a setting to turn off the screen more quickly now. That was strange. Anyway, hello again, and welcome again, anyone and everyone, to hopefully a proper continuation of Horizon Forbidden West. Let's do this one more time.
You know what we need?
Right. So, I might have been muted, but I did clear some of these areas. Actually, all of these areas that you see, I have cleared. Um, I went and helped some dudes out of a collapsed mine. That was fun. There are underwater portions of this game. That's not fun. And apparently the underwater portions only get deeper. So that's super less fun. There's some side quests to pick up here, which I'm absolutely going to do now.
What am I gonna do? Stretch the stew.
Oh goodness, what now? Another moment. Alright. Let's see if I can advance this plot now.
Hey, Mildef. Mildef. I took some of your stew last time I went into the wilds. Kept me going for a week. Felt like I could have put a strider in a sleeper hold. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Sounds like you're serving up some impressive provisions here.
Not again. You can have the discount too, but you'll have to come back later.
I think you have me confused with someone else.
Oven didn't send you?
No.
Oh, my apologies. It's just that his minions won't stop pestering me.
I'm getting the sense that
Now
we
I've
don't
even
like
worn
this
out my
Olvin
special
guy.
grill. Since I'm in the midst of a crisis, perhaps you could skip to what it is you wanted?
Some of your food?
Of course.
Are Ulvin's people causing you problems?
Oh, yeah. They constantly demand my best, but the equipment I need to make my signature dishes isn't built for batch cooking. And don't get me started on the Ulvin discount they feel so entitled to.
And if you refuse?
I make meals, no trouble.
How did you end up in Chainscrape?
Heard about a new and upcoming town at the edge of the frontier. Where there's a town, there's a tavern. I was in New York. Got myself out here and started cooking. Some of these people had never tasted proper boars and berries stew before. Anyway, next thing I knew, people kept coming back. Guess they liked my food. Or the ale.
Your last customer mentioned your cooking really kept him going out in the wild. Where I'm headed, I could use some of that.
I would be happy to oblige, especially since you have the decency to ask pleasantly.
But...
But my special groove griddle is no more. Without it, I can't cook any of my signature dishes. I hate to think what'll happen when I'm forced to refuse Olvin or his goons.
You need me to get you a new
Even if
griddle,
I
buddy.
already had the right ingredients, there's nothing I can do. Unless you can source me a temporary replacement?
what do you need?
For the ingredients, a few pieces of decent wild meat, and I'd say a big handful of bitter leaf stems. That'll do. As for the griddle, a corrugated metal panel might suffice until I can have a new one forged. You'd likely find one in a scrounger pile if you follow the river to the northeast. Don't worry, I'll clean it first. You'll have no issue finding boars and bitter leaf on your way.
Oh, I've
Assuming
found
you're as
so
a
much bitter
hunter-gatherer
leaf.
as your clothing suggests.
Thanks, Mildef. I'll keep an eye out.
So that's what gratitude sounds like,
And don't let anyone push you around, okay?
if you say so.
I
Already got
like
enough
him.
bitter leaf. Just need to hunt for some wild meat and grab a metal panel from a scrounger pile.
Machine strike, an unknown. I don't know what the unknown is, which is probably why it's called unknown. Oh, I see an item.
There. That should be enough wild meat for Mildef.
Bruh. Bruh. The stuff he needed was just in a supply crate in the back. Honey. Oh, what? Who are you? What do I... You're locked. Okay, I can't talk to you yet. I will say, I do appreciate that this game is just like, hey, you can't do this. Hey, you can't go here yet. Stop trying. It's not going to work.
We are on the same side here, Ulvund. The
Oh, I'm not talking to Ulvund yet. Oh, I fought a bristleback as well. They are kind of spooky.
How goes it, Hammerhead?
Can I get into whatever this thing is that it wants me to go? What? What? Oh, down here. Neat.
No one wants to play strike. No? Anyone.
Oh. Oh, is it a card
Almost ready to
game?
go?
Come to revel in some strike, sister? Let me set the board.
I was just passing by.
First timer, huh? Don't worry about it. I'll go easy on you. You got any pieces?
No.
Well, aren't you in luck then? I got an extra set, a Tanakh original straight out of the Forbidden West. Sit. I'll run you through it in a hot spark. I'll give you something special if you win it on my boards, too.
Okay, I'm absolutely gonna win for all of these achievements at some point. Ah, welcome in. You missed all of the technical difficulties. Good. Okay, beginner's tutorial. However, I'm going to be smart and like not invest too much of my evening in this.
All right, let's start off simple. The Tanakh like to say that Machine Strike is a game of pure strategy. We each get a set of pieces. Each piece represents a kind of machine, and each machine is worth a different number of victory points. To win the game, you'll need to gain 7 victory points by destroying the opponent's machines. It can be tricky remembering the details of every machine, so we use these notes to keep track of them. You see that number on the top right corner? That there is how many
Oh, I'm
victory
definitely gonna be
points you'll
sinking
get for
so
destroying
much
that
time into
machine.
this.
Notes also tell you how far a piece can move, how powerful their attacks are, the distance they can strike from, and of course, their health.
Okay.
Okay, that's enough for now. Let's just play. I'll explain the rest as we go.
Why do yours
I
say
own the
2?
board, so I get to choose who goes first. Since this is your first time, I'll let you go. Usually you get to choose which pieces to set on the board, but this will do for now. Pick up that machine piece to your right, and move it forward. And remember, each machine can only move a certain distance. Take a...
Oh, wait, I can move like... Ooh, I can move diagonally too.
Easy enough, huh? Now,
You're not
you get to
diagonally,
move 2 machines each round. So go ahead and pick a second machine.
in parts. Yes.
Perfect. There's not much else to do for now, so just end your turn. We're forging onwards. Let me move my pieces here. And we're back to you. This time, why don't you try attacking one of my pieces? Try with that machine on your right first. Now move the piece. When performing an attack, you'll be testing your machine's combat power. A machine's combat power is a combination of the terrain your machine is standing on and its own attack power. This board only has grassland terrain, which has no effect on a machine's combat power.
Cool, cool.
And your current machine has 2 points of attack power.
I have played,
So in total, your machine's
board
combat
games,
power equals 2
but
points.
I appreciate this tutorial. It's actually really
Since
nice.
my machine isn't the one attacking,
I hope I get to replay
has
it too.
0 points of attack power. And just like your machine, it's not affected by grassland terrain. So right now, the difference in combat power between the 2 machines is 2 points. This means your machine can do 2 points of damage to my machine. Did you get all that?
Yes, I did. I would like
Knew
to
you
do
were a
it.
smart one. Finish
But
that
you-
by attacking my machine.
But you. But you.
Not pulling any punches,
Cool.
huh? Now grab that second machine.
Yep.
See how your machine can't move close enough to attack mine? You can make your machine sprint. That lets it move 1 space further. Try it out. Try sprinting up to one of my machines.
That's what I just did. Fine, I will go up to hang on. Oh, no, you're just gonna make me sprint. Okay.
Downside to sprinting is that your machine can no longer attack. Now some players like to
So
take
it's
a
a dash
risk and
action.
overcharge their machine in cases like this. Overcharging lets you attack after a sprint, but it will damage your machine's health by 2 points.
No.
So use at your own discretion. Let's try doing that now so you can see what I mean.
Fine.
That's about it for your turn then. Now, I'll let you in on a neat trick. That machine of yours, the one closest to me, grab a hold of it. Same as in the wilds, machines have both armored points and weak points. You can see them marked on the pieces. Blue shows where their armor is thickest. Hit them there and you'll do some damage, but not a lot. Now, red shows the machine's weak points. Hit those and you'll deal a mighty blow. Here, let me show you. Rotate that piece so your machine faces mine. Now let that machine have it. Off the board she goes, and there's your first victory points. You don't have 7 of them yet, so let's keep going.
Neat.
Your machine attacked mine, but hasn't moved yet. Go ahead and move downwards towards my remaining piece. You've already attacked a machine and moved your... Just gotta overcharge that machine and attack mine.
There we go. Pachew.
Ain't that a thrill? Now, because your machine was knocked out at the same time as mine, we both get the victory points our machines are worth. Good
Nice.
news is, since you're the one attacking, you're gonna receive your victory points before I do. Which means you can reach the coveted 7 victory points first. That's why sometimes losing a piece can be the best way to end a game in your favor. Now, you'll notice you didn't get quite up to 7 victory points this time, but you did destroy all my pieces. That means you're the winner!
Huzzah.
That wasn't so hard, was it? Just
It was
remember
not.
to always check for the best terrain to attack from. You'd be surprised the advantage you can gain over an opponent like that. I know
Oh,
it
I'm
saved
coming
my
back
behind
to
in a
you.
game or two.
I'll try and remember that.
Oh, before I forget, these are all my spare pieces. I want the Savior of Meridian to have them. It's a small set to be sure, but it should be enough to
I'm
get
a
you in on any
prodigy.
strike games you find out there. You might even fancy looking out for them strike carvers. They've got all kinds of unique pieces that can turn a game in your favor, though they'll need the right materials to craft you one. Or you might find them in the wilds if you're lucky. I know I've lost my fair share of pieces after a night of machine hunting or brew hopping. No need to thank me. Always a pleasure to help out new strike players. Now, if you feel like playing a real game, I've got plenty of other boards. I could even teach you a few more tricks if you're up for it.
Thanks. I'll think about it.
I'll see you later, Aloy.
Neat. That is absolutely gonna be something that I do. I think I just saw my spare evenings. Oh, hang on.
I'll have you know I am the smartest man to ever stand exactly. I know you see me.
That was funny. Alright, Ulvund,
It's high time you made up your mind.
What do you want, Ulvund?
fuck you.
Some kind of payment?
My dear magistrate, you think I can be bought? If you want that whistle blown, all you have to do is have your soldiers remove the bristlebacks and sign the concession decree. Face it, what other choice do you have?
Hi.
Savior, what auspicious timing. Might we discuss a matter of importance to the Sundom?
We might. Later.
Very well. I shall be waiting.
So, the savior herself, Walloper of Derval, Gutter of Hughes.
Maybe.
I've heard many tales of your beauty and heroics, my fierce lady warrior. Ulvund Freeholder, at your service. So, what could have dragged you away from the fine silks and wine of Meridian to this?
He carries himself well, but I know
smudge
he's an
settlement?
asshole.
Your saviorly attention must be needed elsewhere.
I'm here for the embassy, and
The embassy? Why, by the forge. Ah. Greater gears for greater matters. Guess that means you'll be moving on.
Once I've dealt with any problems around here that need my saviorly attention.
Ah, the bristlebacks, of course. Got to get rid of them if you want that embassy to take place. Well, best get to it, hey? And off you go.
Not so fast.
Bruh, you do not boss me around.
You don't seem to have a high opinion of the magistrate?
Well, I refuse to play nice to some fancy-robed parchment pusher when my fellow laborers are being bullied, intimidated, and taken advantage of.
How noble of you.
Noble, ha! Born with a hammer in hand, I was. Nobody handed me anything or dropped opportunity into my lap.
But you were born with a hammer.
Everything I've achieved, I've done on
Means
my
they
own.
dropped a hammer into the
And
world.
where is this hammer now?
The burden of leadership forced me to set it aside. The Carja risk nothing, while demanding that good Osram gamble with their lives out there.
Yeah, where's that
Someone
hammer?
had to step up and say no more.
You ordered the work stoppage?
Indeed I did. We're laborers,
He
not
did not think that
soldiers.
through.
Until the Carja clean up their mess and give us the fair deal we deserve, I'm not risking Osram lives.
Fair deal? You mean your concession decree?
It's not my decree. It's on behalf of all the good Osram laborers of this land who do all the backbreaking work, while only the Carja reap the rewards. All we're asking for is the ability to share in this prosperity for a land worked by the people, for the people.
Right. And just how much would be your share?
Only an amount appropriate to my contributions to this community, of course.
Where's the whistle?
Right in the middle of town, but with the threat out there, I'm not endangering innocent Osram lives.
I'm going to clear out the bristlebacks. And when I'm done, this valley is going to get moving.
If that's what it takes. Until then, I'll keep looking after the safety of these good folk.
Just be ready to blow the whistle. Better see what that Carja magistrate wanted. I bet he's in the tavern.
This is not me finding the boy, the errand. Eh. Eh.
Too busy being loose screw of the ignoring me again. It takes
Over here.
Hey,
Savior, thank you for taking the time.
yeah, I got you.
My condolences that you had to endure Ulvund's bloviating.
I've dealt with worse. It sounds like he's really trying to put you over the barrel.
The idea that the Carja purposely let bristlebacks into the Daunt, it's completely absurd. But the louder and longer he says it, the more support he'll get for his damned concession decree.
How did the bristlebacks get into the Daunt?
No one knows for sure. The first report of them came from west of the quarry. But unless they have wings I don't know about, I don't see how they could have come over the mountains.
No other way in.
The only way I know about is Barren Light. Look, if you can get to the bottom of this, I can offer a considerable bounty in return. Help me shut Ulvund up.
I will happily shut Ulvund up.
How did you get stuck out here?
I asked for the posting, believe it or not. Overseeing the entire valley on behalf of the Sun King? It was an honor. Is an honor, I mean.
But your job would be a lot easier without someone like Ulvund blasting hot air all the time?
Ulvund's not going anywhere. He's been around longer than I have. Even fancies himself the founder of Chainscrape. I'll find a way to live with him. I have to.
What is this concession decree that Ulvund wants?
He wants the Sundom to designate portions of the Daunt as Oseram holdings. Only the portions, mind you, that produce any value.
Let me guess. Because he stands to profit somehow?
Exactly. With the Daunt under Oseram law, he could secure more investment for their numerous ventures.
He can't get those investments without the concession?
No. Not while there's a chance the Sundom could revoke their access. Hence, why the concession is so important to him. And why blaming the Karja for the Bristlebacks, no matter how absurd, works in his favor.
You said the Bristlebacks were first spotted west of the quarry?
Yes, according to one terrified laborer, said the ground trembled before they came charging down the hillside. He took off and ran all the way here.
Good place to start looking, then.
If you learn the truth, maybe Ulvund will stop blaming the Karja for every problem under the sun, and maybe then he'll actually focus on rebuilding Barren Light instead.
Alright, so now that's just go hunting and go hunting. So it sounds to me like I'm going hunting. That was a maneuver I just did. I did a full roll and then I think I just like just fell straight down. New melee. What? What? I'm sorry, melee pit? What? Oh. Oh.
You wanted to speak to me?
Well, you know better than anyone it's a dangerous world out there, and not just against machines. Name's Oderg. This here's my training pit. Best place to practice close combat this side of the Forbidden West. Say, I wonder who'd win in a fight. You, the savior of Meridian, champion of the East, or the Enduring, master of the West.
Who?
The Enduring, a legendary Tenakth fighter, the master of masters. I've heard the Tenakth have training pits just like this one.
I feel like we're gonna
It's
meet
how the
them.
warriors get so fierce, see?
It's gonna happen.
And only the very best from the pits get to train with the Enduring.
So, to find the Enduring, I should look for these training pits if I'm ever out that way?
You'll have to go far if you do. The Tenakth are split into 3 clans. 3 clans, 3 capitals, 3 training pits. My guess is you'd have to beat all of them if you want to train with the Enduring.
So it's the hunting
Tenakth don't
grounds.
kill you on sight, that is. But that's a far spark in the wind. As for right now, I also offer challenges to test your fighting skill.
I like all their forge
Who would I be
analogies.
fighting exactly? You?
Well, I know you're the savior and all, but you have to beat all the others first to challenge me. Rules are rules. We only use dual blades and practice arrows, mind. These drunken fools would run themselves through otherwise. You'll have to leave everything but your spear and practice arrows at the gate. But I'll look after your gear, not to worry. So, what do you say? Up for some training?
I might be.
That's what I like to hear.
Fight people. Yeah, let's do a tutorial on how to punch people. Smack. Smack, 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 smack.
Side attacks are fast, but easily blocked. So learn to combine them with other attacks.
Neat.
Heavy attacks break weapon blocks and do more damage. But they're slow, so your opponents might counterattack.
Holy shit.
Power attacks smash weapon blocks to really hammer an enemy with damage. But they're slow and leave you vulnerable. So pick your moment.
Give me that resonator. Gimme. Gimme. I want to use it. I want to use it so badly. I unlocked it in the meantime. Gimme with hit opponent. Hit opponent more bigly. Okay.
Fear of yours seems to energize after attack. I think landing heavy attacks or combinations will energize you faster.
Yeah! Where'd I put my shoe? Yeah! There it is.
Now to use that energy, try attacking your enemy. See if you can energize them.
And then shoot the energy point with an arrow. Okay, cool.
Yeah!
This one goes to the Nora.
Oh. Okay, also, I am going to be doing exactly what I did on the first time through. Normal is nice. Like, it feels like a proper game. But I'm here to advance the story. I don't need to be challenging myself on just walking across a field at the beginning. So I am playing on easy difficulty. So some of this will be much quicker, and it will be like my first stream. And I will probably be doing ultra hard after it because I'm just a slut for achievements, and I know it.
I've practiced enough.
Still got some training to complete, though. Until next time.
Yeah, I gotta unlock that, buddy. Wait, do I have skills? Oh, so I do. Sure, I'll take it. I'll finish this, oh, I don't have that. Okay, well, it's fine.
Oh, hi!
What the fuck? Wait, what just happened? Oh,
You think I forgot?
nope. Didn't do it. Bam, bam, bam.
Angle attacks are child's play. A real fighter combines them. Practice this combination as a starter.
Cool.
That's all for now.
Let me know when you want to try some more training.
It's been a while. Don't tell your mom you saw me.
Enjoy. Level 32. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna be happening tonight. Can fast travel between campfires you've discovered without using a fast travel pack. That is convenient. One second, our cat is being silly. I've returned, and I failed to put on a Be Right Back screen. Oops. Anyway. Let's go save the homie.
Same time, same place.
Oh, so the first time I ran out through here, I saw a statue. First time I went through this door, a dude ran in getting chased by a bristleback and screaming. It was very spooky.
If I find
To
where
the
these
homie.
machines are made, I might learn how to override them. This whole area is rigged with tripwires. It's always something. Hold tight! I'll see what I can do!
Try luring them into the tripwire.
One fight avoided. For now.
Come at me. Come at me. Ha ha. Come on, buddy.
Now's my chance!
Oh, 2 for 1. I'll take it.
That's the last one.
Hello, Red. What a day, what a day. Thank the Lord you showed up. Tripwire's handy, but shooting hunting's a youngin's game. Come on over. Let me give thanks proper like. I see you're a practiced hunter. Took you less time to
I
kill
like
those scroungers than vanguards to kill one bristleback.
I like him a lot.
So the vanguards came through here?
Yeah, just a bit ago. Took down that bristleback, headed south. But then those scroungers showed up to carve the carcass, as they do.
South, after more bristlebacks?
Probably. This whole valley is swarming with them. The Vanguard seemed dead set on getting rid of them.
I see.
Hold on there, Red. If you're gonna go chasing across the Daunt, you're gonna want a tripcaster.
Yes.
Not just any tripcaster.
Ooh.
One of my make. Free of charge.
Oh.
Workmanship looks solid enough.
Yep. Been tweaking the design since I left Chain Scrape. More room to tinker
He
out
reminds
here.
me of one of my
Less
friends.
chance of
Looks
well,
like him.
accidents.
Sounds like him a little bit.
Did something happen in Chainscrape?
More like someone.
Let me guess. Ulvund.
Back when I had a place in town, he took a real interest in my wares. Kept pressing for the Ulvund discount. I said no. He didn't like that so much. I can't prove it, but that chuff bucket set my workshop on fire. Felt it best to put some distance between us after that.
Cable car operator told me the
So we're
bristlebacks
gonna
just
kill
appeared
them,
yesterday.
is what I'm hearing.
Do you know anything about them?
How is old Karn? Back in the day, me and him got into all sorts of trouble. There was this one time that...
Anything about the bristlebacks?
No. Karn said true. I just showed up and ran amok. Lucky for me, I've got you and the Vanguard swooping in time to save my backside.
I should get going. Thanks for the tripcaster.
While you're blasting bristlebacks, I think I'll head down to the hunting grounds.
Oh, there's the
Did you
real
know
hunting
they have a
grounds.
Tripcaster trial? Come by later if you want to try it out.
Maybe. After I get things under control. So Erend headed south. I should be able to pick up his tracks with my focus.
Forget if I can pick these up yet. Yes, I can. Do. Nice. Supplies, don't mind if I do. Wait, what? I must visit merchants to sell loot and buy new equipment? Are you telling me money can be exchanged for goods and services? No! Oh, I can't go up. I can't go up the zipline, I can't defy gravity.
Tracks. Maybe Erend's and the Vanguard's.
Din, 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 din.
These bristlebacks are everywhere.
I kind of miss the bird poop ledges. God, the soundtrack of this game is just so beautiful. Even just running around, I'm just in love with it. Oh, that reminds me. I found a metal flower. And it was sprouting organic vines. And I couldn't pick it up. Because I didn't have the right tool. And that seems neat to me. So there was a bristleback in front of me, and then it like walked away menacingly, and then it just was gone. New music? Hello. What are you, squirrel? Squirrel.
Keep that in mind.
Ooh. I could hit him with the old Ewok
Sounds
trap.
like someone's putting up a fight.
Better be the homie. Hell yeah.
Another one down!
Now this is what I was forged for. No ledgers to fill. No boring mid-afternoon patrols. Just a hammer. Just the fight. Aloy?
Erend! Stay where you are. I'll handle the rest.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those bristlebacks have acid canisters on their backs. It should trigger a chain reaction if I hit them with acid arrows. The canister ought to explode if I use an acid arrow.
Crap, Aloy. Oh, that one hurt. That thing picking away. Like hammer to metal.
Hehehe.
Smashed them good.
Machines killed.
You might have to meet me halfway.
Oh, how do I apply look? Remove look. Neat. I don't know what that did. Neat. Oh, lens flare.
Caught me at my best, as usual.
Well, you did the hard part. I just took care of the stragglers. How bad is it?
Who needs ribs, huh? Oh. I'm good. I'm good. Huh. Okay, well, I know you didn't come all the way to the Daunt just to watch me get wrecked. So what's the story?
Good old Aaron.
I need the embassy to happen, so I can head west. Erend, what I did at the Spire... what we did... it didn't end the threat. It just slowed it down. There's still more to do.
Really? Well, that's great. I mean, yeah, not the threat's not over part. That's not so great. But
It's the having to have something to do.
Whatever you're up against, your spear, my hammer, just like old times. Oh.
Erend, I need the embassy now. I can't wait for you to heal.
Couple of days rest, if that.
Actually, even if you weren't hurt, what I have to do, it's better if I do it alone.
Alone? Ah, that figures.
Aaron! I hate to interrupt the romance, but I'm pretty banged up here.
Don't blow your blaze, I'm coming. Oh, this just keeps getting better. Huh. Listen, I'll go to Barren Light, get patched up. If you want this embassy to happen, we're gonna need this sun priest, Studius Wadis.
Oh, I know him. I'll clear the Valley of Bristlebacks, then send Wadis to Barren Light. I'll catch up with you there.
Well, I guess that's sort of like a goodbye.
I'm sorry?
You? Sorry? Ugh. Yeah, that'd be a first.
Where is this coming from?
Hey, just, forget it, yeah. Ugh. It's nothing.
It sounds like something.
All right, fine. Now, after the battle at the Spire, when you took off, you left without so much as a handshake. I mean, people like me, we fought and bled at your side, Aloy. You just disappear? What kind of person does that?
Someone who doesn't have time for this. Oh, that's cruel. I feel like good reason, because I'm gonna be honest, she could have spent a single day being like, yes, thank you, yes, goodbye, yes, hello, yes, goodbye, I will leave tomorrow.
Erend, I left when I did, how I did, for a reason. A good one.
Oh, thanks for sharing.
Listen to me. Life on Earth is in danger, and only I can save it.
What are you talking about?
Exactly what I just said. Everything living is going to die unless I fix a piece of technology created by the Old Ones. And time's running out.
Well, I guess that's the reason, all right. I'm an idiot.
Erend! By the Forge.
I guess that's my cue.
Maybe I should go with you to Barren Light.
No, hey, you're needed elsewhere, obviously. We'll make it without you.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
You'll have to handle that one on your own. We'll only slow you down.
Not wrong, but... Oh, that's a hell of a thing, that. And none of those are handholds. Unfortunate. that this game is deconstructing Aloy's hero syndrome in the way she's kind of hurting the feelings of her friends by doing everything by herself and ditching them all the time. Yes, I loved the hero worship of the first game, but I'm honestly loving the Oops, I'm honestly loving the like what I would almost call unnecessary drama because she like I get both of it, right? Like she's never been one for connections. She's like she's called to do a thing, so she's run off to do it. Like that's who she is. But everyone else is like has been part of a family or a tribe. Clan, rather. They're used to like all of the togetherness. So when folks leave, they say goodbye, and she's just never had that.
What are those Oseram doing out here?
Quick! Gotta scrap him before the scroungers get him.
Oh, that bristleback's charging right at them. I'm a cauldron until I had all my machines.
Ha-ha! Another one for the scrap pile. Your help was timely, Nora.
Just get back to Chainscrape before you get yourselves killed.
Not with all this salvage lying about. Come on, crew. Back to it.
It's no longer serving her like this, plus it's like she's calling everyone else useless. Yeah.
It's always good to have extra. There's the quarry Thurles mentioned.
Break those ass puppets!
That's it. Smash him to scrap.
One less machine.
Those ass spitters brought friends.
Bye bye.
Incoming.
Ah! Look at that thing drop!
Another one down.
I did not know they could do that. Oh.
One less machine.
Oh, it's Fire Bristleback. No wonder it wasn't responding to them. Oh shit. Oh shit, I needed to scan one of those. I gotta treat this like Metroid Prime.
Think fast.
That's it. Smash him to scrap.
Another one down.
It's acid as well. Okay, well.
Look at that thing drop.
There. quarry's safe.
Okay, I gotta make sure
Stranger, come
to
on over here.
scan the
We gotta
next, next fire bristleback I find. That's, a mental note. Oof, sorry about your friend. Alright, I scrounged the one already.
I don't know what Honora's doing out here, but consider yourself owed. We tried to hold off and wait for the Vanguard, but one of them bristlebacks charged us. Next thing you know was a full-fledged fracas.
Is everyone okay?
We lost some good people, but we would have lost the whole quarry without you.
Well, at least it's quiet now.
Your ears ought to be ringing with a quarry at work, but Chainscrape's whistle ain't blowing, so we're stuck picking up the pieces.
Give me a quick moment. It's restroom break time. Finally. I am back.
You need the whistle to get back to work?
Me and my crew were just little cogs out here. Can't lift a hammer till Olvin blows that thing. Cause if we work without his say-so, he'll ban us. And my people have been through enough.
Ulvund holds that much power?
He's got the money and connections to snuff our fires for good. Almost feels like we stood a better chance with the bristlebacks.
What are you and your crew working on?
We're supposed to be working Olvin's claim, digging out stone to show our barren light. But the work stoppage and the bristlebacks cut us short. Never seen those blasted things in a Daunt before. Where in Forge Fire did they come from?
I'm not sure. At least not yet. I need to get going. Stay safe.
Thanks to you, that might actually be possible today.
I think I've cleared out most of the bristlebacks. Chainscrape can get back to work now.
Good. We did it. We're the heroes.
I'll go give Ulvund the good news.
Well, why don't we...
Whatties too. Then maybe this embassy can finally happen.
Well, hang on. There's the side quest here. Let's do that. Okay, so I guess those poles give you a decent position, but they can be knocked down, so that's worth noting.
Javad said the bristlebacks were first spotted west of the quarry. I should see if there's anything in the back of the valley.
Cauldron, cauldron.
Dead bristleback by the falls. Gotta check it out. died on impact. Maybe it charged off the cliff up there? I better keep following the trail up.
They made robot boars. Huh. It only sank in like on the way up here that they're boars. Or warthogs or whatever they are. This world has
One of
boars.
mine. And a lot of broken trees. It's like a stampede went through. Is this where the bristlebacks came from? But how? Unless this cave leads out of the Daunt.
I'm gonna have to go underwater, aren't I? Oh, medicinal. Oh, it's bright omen, not gray omen. Cool. I mean, it was clearly pretty bright.
The old cart tracks collapsed. It looks recent. Guess I'm not going that way.
Oh, no.
A dead bristleback down there? The cart tracks must have given way under it. So the bristlebacks were in here.
Neat.
There's smoke from deeper in the mine. An explosion? Bristlebacks. I guess they got more too. I'm gonna have to take them out before I can look around. Okay. Better take a look at where the smoke's coming from.
Ooh. Oh. 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 That's a big explosion waiting to happen. Oh, that's another one. Oh no.
There's a lot of smoke. It looks like the mine runs pretty far back. There's enough blaze here to blast a mountain open. And there's a note on one of the barrels. This note's addressed to Olvend. Looks like this mine was supposed to be shut down. Olvend must have gotten greedy. Blasting deeper into the mountain. I should let Javad know what I found.
Yes, this is it. Okay.
Sir Olvend was secretly blasting a new mine, trying to squeeze it for all it's worth. Until Bristleback stampeded through. Maybe the explosions blew a way open? But from where?
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be finding anything else in this mine. Not presently at any rate. Pretty green. I like that specific shade of green light just shining. It makes me very happy. It makes me sad when I have to turn in the resource that is emitting it or collect it, as the game may be. Because Deep Rock has that with Jadis as well. It's that same green. It's very nice. And yet, I cannot experience it at whim like that. Let's plug this back in. Yeah, it's getting a little low there. All right. Whoa, whoa. Okay.
Be welcome, Elven.
Here, I'll move the Strider away from the guards so they're a little bit more less uncomfortable about it. All right, I will be welcome.
Time
Thank
to get Ulvin to blow the whistle, then Wadis to bear night.
The studies, Wadis.
I'm tinkering.
Come on! It's a serious fighting, not a drunk.
Don't you think I forgot?
Savior, what news do you bring?
Picked up the Bristleback trail by the quarry. Looks like they stampeded out of a mine at the back of the valley.
The mine? How could a herd of bristlebacks come from there?
I'm not sure, but Ulvin's workers were using explosives to tap the tunnels inside.
For the love of Dawn, I told him it wasn't worth the risk. Those tunnels, they run for miles underground, even beyond the Daunt. No, you don't think...
That Ulvin's blasting opened up a passage from the other side?
Perhaps. Yes, Perhaps. If this is true, we need confirmation. An inquiry. So thorough, so irrefutable, endorsed by the Savior.
All right, I'll keep looking. How does blaming...
Look around. Claiming that the Oseram laborer... Well, let's just say no one here has forgotten the atrocities of the Mad Sun King.
I don't think I
And with
selected
the
this one, actually.
Bristlebacks bringing work in the valley to a halt, Ulvund has plenty of time to pick at barely...
And if the Oseram refuse to work, unless the concession is signed, you won't have a choice.
Correct. The reconstruction of Barren Light must continue.
Weewa.
I need to go.
Of course.
Started speeding through that at the beginning, and then I was like, wait a second. This series gives
If I'm
new
gonna find out
dialogue
where
in the same
Bristlebacks came
spots.
from, I need to head further west. Another reason. Get the embassy going.
I'll drink you under the table anytime.
Didn't go boom.
Still here, I see.
If Chainscrape is on Karja land, shouldn't a Karja be in charge? Who appointed you?
The sensibilities of good Osram folk, of course. You think a Karja can head this whole venture? Ah! The magistrate can barely make the trek from Barren Light without losing a few screws.
So you have no real authority then? People only follow you because you say so. Loudly.
Anyone who has followers has authority. I've been with Chainscrape from the beginning. I mean, I'm practically its founder, and its honest folk know I'm indispensable to its success.
You said you founded Chainscrape. Somehow I doubt that.
Practically founded, I said. I alone saw its potential when it was just a smattering of tents in Barren Light's shadow. I invested in the mine, convinced some friends back home to do the same, and here we are. You could say Chainscrape is what it is thanks to me.
Oh, so you're not just standing around and profiting off everyone else?
Not at all. Sure, I make a little return on my investment here and there, but my main priority, as it was from the beginning, is to look after the well-being of these honest, working Osram.
I hate him.
I cleared out all the Bristlebacks.
Oh, you did?
Now that you've recovered from your shock, time to blow the whistle.
Oh, there, not so fast. I'll have to send someone out to confirm the kills. Make sure the valley is safe again. Shouldn't take more than a day or two.
No. You blow the whistle now.
These are innocent Osram lives we're talking about here. Surely the delay...
Either you do it now, or I will.
Ah, I knew you could do it! Friends, gather around. The savior of Meridian has done it again.
What?
The Bristlebacks are defeated. You.
What?
Sound the whistle. Chainscrape is open for business.
Terrific. Great. Yay.
They sound so
And Ulvund
unenthused.
has agreed to personally pay every worker their lost wages.
Yeah.
That's more like it.
Yeah. Woo.
Ha-ha.
Yeah.
Announce it loudly, it becomes reality.
Yeah. Don't you have an embassy to get to?
Yeah, I guess I do.
Oh, that's even better. Neat.
Scrape's back to work. Merchants should be open to trade.
Don't you have
I should see if they have anything. Useful before I send Wadis off to Barren Light.
Where's that? Oh, it's way back there. Okay. Well, is there a campfire near there? There is. And there's a campfire right here.
Oh, hi!
You know what we need?
Not again.
Survey of the valley. What are you flapping about? We already got maps. If you call a few squiggles on...
More upgrades. More upgrades. Fully upgraded 3 weapons. Yeah, I did. I actually need to do big hunting here. Okay, cool. Nice. Thanks for the money. Okay, it's there. I could just walk across the stream instead of having to do that. Yeah. Silly.
Scroungers. Milduff said I could find a metal panel in one of their scrap piles.
Hey, buddy. You ready to die? Didn't even see it, just saw the prompt, and, you know, kill. Also, there are deer, or like moose here, and they have, they have fire horns. They have fire antlers. It's terrifying. Come on. Come on.
Just a blade of grass. Very red. Blade of grass.
I like that. But the red blades of grass are the blight. Oh no. Deadified.
I think I have everything I need for Milduff. Good thing, too. I could use a decent meal. It's on to me.
I do miss the old stealth mechanic where to actually point to which enemies are able to see you. Green. That was cool. I am welcome, thank you.
Throw me in with Pink. I dare you. Why else would one leave the glory of moonlight? Ah, there you are.
Yay.
I happen to receive another visit from Olvin himself. He was pushy, but I stood my ground. And dare I say it, I even got my own back. Yes, I did.
I'm
Oh, I
listening.
love him.
When I made his meal, I used 3 pinches of salt. Instead of 2.
Each journey begins with a single step, I guess. I think I have everything you asked for.
Then just as you have inspired me, let us see if I can return the favor. Time to cook.
Cute. I love him.
Wow. Mildef, that was inspired.
Next time you want the best provisions, you know where to find me. And your next order of any dish will be on the house.
Thanks. And don't forget to stand up for yourself.
Funny you should say that. As it happens, I'm already cooking up my next portion of resistance. Hope to see you again.
Good for him. Meals reduce your concentration recovery time. Neat.
It might be a good idea to stock up on some food before I head back out. And see what else Mildef's cooking up.
Give it a rest, would you?
The way to Barren Light is clear. Get moving.
You're not errant vanguardsman. I will move only when the captain
When
says...
I've cleared out all the bristlebacks, which I have. Captain's orders.
So they're okay?
Banged up, but breathing. And waiting up ahead for you.
But I was supposed to have 3 escorts.
I'm off to Barren Light, buddies. Like Aloy said, Captain's orders. You can stay here.
Abandoned to the riffraff? I think not.
Guess you're coming with me then. See you there, Aloy.
This fucking guy.
Well, now that that's done, the embassy can finally get underway. If I can get through it, I'll be able to track down Silence. Hades. Maybe even a Gaia backup. Guess I could head straight for Barren Light. Or poke around the Daunt some more first. And maybe take Petra up on that drink.
Petra, 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 Petra. Where's Petra? Where? Where is she? Outfits, my stash. Oh, that's my extra inventory. Okay, cool.
Oi, Slat.
My brews on beer, but they're better for you.
Let me see the outfit seller. Oh.
armor is my trade.
Sorry, I'll go on this side.
Remember, I have the best armor on the market.
Silent strike heal. Hmm. I do kind of like it. I will buy that one.
You could fix this lucky hammer of mine.
What's next for you? Going back to Mainspring after all this?
Orders of Broke Steel. Aloy, change your mind about that brew?
Yes, I did,
Come for that
Petra.
beer after all, eh? Here, sit down. Get a pint in her hand. Wasn't expecting you to swing by.
Since when do I do what's expected?
There's that spark. Fire and spit.
Fire and spit.
That's a blast from the bellows. Won't fix the forge, but at least I can forget about my troubles for a while.
Like what?
Well, things aren't as bad since you got this place running again. But we still got Olvin grating the gears about his concession decree. If you don't put that down, I'll come over there and show you how that game ends. Anyway, right now, I'm just worried about those refugees out from Sunfall. To come all this way enduring Forge knows what.
Shadow Carja refugees. What are they doing in the Daunt?
Looking for a new home, I gather. They're camped out by an old trailhead, southwest of here. And therein lies the problem. A Stormbird crashed up on the cliffs last week, and Talon Cleanbrokers had his eye on the salvage
Oh,
ever
salvage.
since.
Okay, I was like,
But
you
the
want me to fight a
refugees have barred
Stormbird
entrance.
already?
Mustn't
No.
interrupt their sun-scorched ritual. Something about finding a twilight path.
Huh. I never heard them talk about that before.
Yeah, well, these particular Shadow Carja are an odd bunch. But overall, they're peaceful folk. Not that it matters to Talland. He'll crack some heads to get to that salvage. Maybe you could swing by, convince him to set up camp somewhere else?
So the Bristlebacks in the Daunt.
Beautiful.
You're a
Glorious.
pig. Blasted things, those Bristlebacks. They just showed up one day, rampaging around the valley like they exploded out of a forge. Lost some good people. But bless the bellows, you cleared them out and got this place working again. That put a dent in Olvin's plans. Now, if only there were some way to smash them all together and run them out of town.
But how could Bristlebacks in the Daunt help Olvind?
2 words. Concession decree. Since no one knows where the Bristlebacks came from, Olvind has taken to blaming the Carja for him. He's hoping to dig up enough old resentments to get a strike going until the concession's signed. This is just his latest attempt. He's been trying to rile up the workers since the day he rolled into town.
About that, I think the Bristlebacks came out of Olvin's old mine.
Now there's a spark that could light a fire. Can you prove it?
I'm working on it.
By the forge. Grab my ear if you nail it down.
I love her.
So about Olvind.
Around here, everything's about Olvind.
How'd he end up in charge?
We love
He got here early, like a squirrel smelling a fat nut. He knew rebuilding Barren Light would need stone and timber. So he jangled purses all over Mainspring, getting investors to front claims on anything in the Daunt that might be worth a damn. Thing is, all the bankers back home know that this is Carja land, and the Sun King can revoke those claims at any time. That's why he's desperate for the magistrate to sign off on a concession decree.
This concession decree, what is it exactly? And how would it help Ulvund?
It's pig diddle, that's what.
A writ that would put all Osram claims in the Daunt under Osram law, even though they're on Karja land. It would mean that any existing ore, stone, and timber claims couldn't be revoked by the Karja. No more risk, no more hesitation for investors back in the claim to pour in the shards and expand their business. And since Ulvund has a stake in all those claims, it would make him richer than a scrapper in a junk heap. Not to mention Chainscrape would become an Osram municipality, so he could buy enough votes to call himself an Elderman. He's a sly old badger, I'll give him that. Figures if he keeps up the pressure, eventually the magistrate will sign.
What else can you tell me about the Shadow Karja refugees?
Well, they don't call themselves Shadow Karja for one. At least, not anymore. They're some other brand of sun-crazed. But whatever side of the sun they're on, they're peaceful through and through. Don't seem to want for nothing except a place to live, pray, and just enough food to keep from starving.
So they're just camped outside by a trail, blocking entry to a wrecked Stormbird, waiting for what exactly?
Don't rightly know, but I'll tell you this. Should they ever wise up and salvage it, a Stormbird heart is worth a lot. And if they get there first, then by Ostrom law, it's theirs. Not that Tolan Cleanbrokers ever lost sleep over any law-breaking.
I thought you'd be back in Freeheap.
Well,
There was
after
a
the big
click on
battle at
color.
Meridian, I went back. But realized it was running smooth. Didn't need me. Heard about the rebuilding out at Barren Light. Figured they could use another hammer. Been scraping by ever since.
You could always leave.
And go back east? Nah. I ain't one to leave a lit forge. Besides, someone's gotta be a squeaky wheel for the workers around here.
Who is this Tolland Cleanbroker?
Just some chuff-huffing pondsman. Got a shop here in town. Lived in Chainscrape since there was a Chainscrape. He and Ulvund go back a ways. Like a pair of coals and a campfire, those two.
So Tolland works for Ulvund?
Ha! Ulvund might think so, but Tolland scrapes up his own scams. And he ain't the type to let a few refugees get between him and Stormbird salvage.
Well, if I'm up that way, I'll talk to the refugees. Try to convince them to move.
Much appreciated. They have it rough. Don't need Tolland making it rougher.
Petra said Tolland has a shop here in Chainscrape. I could have a word with him first.
I'm sorry, I'll be right with you. Okay, I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I'm saying it's overkill.
It's a weapon. Kill is the point.
Not if it blows the user's arm off. Oh, just stop talking. Where are we? Ah! So, you look like someone who's always searching for a new weapon. Am I right?
Actually,
But you're just nuts! I am with a customer!
I'm not a customer.
I got it! Triple the powder. It'll blow a Strider sky high. Ba-boom. One shot kill. Guaranteed.
Maybe I am.
Then you are in the right place at the right time, Red! How would you like to be the proud owner of the world's first machine-enhanced,
Explosive, done in one, machine wrecking.
yet perfectly safe, javelin thrower?
Are you two from around here?
Nah, the claim. Dad sent us out west in search of some unknown opportunity. Said we'll know it when we see it.
Sounds like you had other ideas.
Let's just say that opening another trading post for my parents isn't how I want to make my mark in this world. I imagine traveling alone must be nice.
So, she's your partner?
My apprentice and my sister. She's why we're out here. There was an incident. Another incident.
Involving explosives?
Ba-boom!
And Dad's precious homebrew. He shipped us out the next day.
Huh. Tell me more about this weapon of yours.
Saw a scroll when I was a kid by some Karja scholar who wandered out west. Had a scary drawing of a Tenakth warrior hunting with a kind of javelin thrower. Effective? Yes. Basic? Undoubtedly. But coming out here made me remember it, and I am on the brink of vastly improving the tool's archaic design.
Whereas I will perfect it.
I can use machine parts to enhance the user's throw, increase the projectile's velocity.
Well, Boomer here is adamant that enhancing the projectile is better.
Namely with explosive tips.
Boomsticks.
Why not both?
That could work. There's one small snag. I need the parts to make the first working model. Well, for starters, I'll need
charger horns. Intact.
Yeah, that. Just be sure to shoot them off before the machine goes down. Otherwise, they break.
But the real innovation, and keep it to yourself, is a fang horn rib.
There's a mean one east of here. Blow it sky high.
Boomer! You get him for me. It's yours. My treat.
You have a deal.
Let's... I want to do these side quests, but I also really want to advance the plot. Oh, it is coming up on 1 o'clock. I almost got 2 hours in on this. You know what I can do? Show off one of the signal towers before we
I could get around faster if I find a charger to override.
Or I could just summon one. Are there handholds here to get up there? No, that is a walk and a half. Not doing it. So there's these towers you can climb. They're cool. I'm sorry, little one. Also, hello?
Careful now. An image from the old world. Looks like some kind of building in front of sheer cliffs. The image is incomplete. But maybe if I line it up exactly with where it was taken, my focus can fill in the rest. This doesn't look right. Better try another spot.
I'm just hearing someone dying.
Glad I can help.
not deactivate this thing?
I don't think that's right. I better keep looking. It looks like the building in the image might have been near a river. Maybe there used to be a bridge nearby? Ruins of a bridge. Got it! Huh. Completing the image unlocked a data file. It looks like these vista points were made by Miriam Technologies.
Hey, that's
That was Elizabeth's company.
Elizabeth. I remember
I wonder
that.
if I can find more of them out in the wilds.
Alright, let's go save this person.
Mighty thankful to you, Savior.
Just Aloy is fine.
Aaron mentioned you're not one for fancy titles.
Your Vanguard.
Captain said to keep an eye on Chainscrape. So we've been cleaning up any bristleback carcasses we find. Didn't want them attracting any of their scavenger friends.
Would have been an easy task too if someone hadn't slipped trying to move the damn things. Scroungers showed up while I was trying to free this scrap brain.
Forgot to bend the knees, that's all. Here, my thanks for helping us out. These should be handy in a pinch.
Thanks. Make sure you don't go, tripping under any more bristlebacks.
Stay safe, Aloy.
Ooh, smoke bomb. That's cool. Smoke bombs can be used underwater? What? How does...
It's a ruin from the old world. I could find something interesting inside. Okay, what do we have in here?
Do I have to do...
There's nothing for my pullcaster to latch
it
onto.
should. Come on. Come on. No, you're not gonna grab the obvious yellow thing that is supposed to be grabbed and climbed. You're not gonna let me climb the obvious yellow thing. Oh. That's right. Such things are puzzles in this game. Excellent.
It looks like this door needs some kind of key module. Maybe there's one in the ruin?
On hold until the embassy has been completed. Alright, you know what? I'll do that on my own time. Bonk.
Barren Light. Last part of the Sundom before the Forbidden West. Better get down. Karja Horn. Maybe that means the embassy's starting soon.
I liked this one. It just looked like it was going home. That's very far away from the beaten path.
Alright, I should find whoever's in charge here. First, I could resupply at my stash. Might be worth taking a look around, too.
Is that the Savior? Ah, Savior. Tell me, are you seeking passage into no man's land by any chance?
Maybe. Why do you ask?
Ah, well, to hammer it plain, there's treasure out west. Unclaimed scrap and ancient metal.
Ooh.
And I've got a sturdy band of salvagers that knows the lay of the land.
You're not afraid of the Tenakth?
Terrified. But I carry out most of my business in no man's land. Neutral territory and all that. Barren Light is our port of entry. When its doors aren't closed for an embassy. I was hoping your arrival meant they might be opening soon. I've got a business to run, after all.
I want that embassy to happen as much as you do. Believe me, I'm working on it.
Good to know. And keep us in mind. If you do manage to open the way, our main camp will be just past Barren Light. We'll buy any scrap you've got on you. And if you're looking for machine parts, we've got the best in the West. Guaranteed.
All right. Maybe later then.
If you could get those blasted gates open.
Guess I'm not the only one who wants to get those gates open.
Neat. Why did I have that? Oh, was this the one of the gifts that they gave me that I never opened my inventory and look at? Oops. say farther away? Close range, okay. Why are you giving me the hunter bow tutorial? I've been using that. Silly, silly.
Where's Erend? It looks like he's had a few.
You're in a sour mood?
That broken ribs will do that to you.
Right.
Gentlemen.
That's our cue.
Taking the edge off?
Oh, if the end of the world's coming, I don't be sober for it. Now let me guess. You're in a rush, right? So whatever you need, ask away.
How's your dead sister?
I was, wondering if you were able to lay Ursa to rest, like you wanted.
Yeah, we did. Just seen the crowd that showed up to pay their respects. Half of them owed her a favor, and the other half owed her their lives. In the end, everybody drank. You know, it's the rowdiest funeral since ever.
Feels like she would have liked that.
Yeah, damn straight. Damn straight. She would have put them all under the table.
How have things been since I...
Your silent departure? Yeah, not bad. Vanguard's going strong. Helped Avad pick up the pieces after the battle with the Eclipse. I took a month to bury Ursa in the claim. But when I got back, I got the assignment to babysit Wadis on his way to the embassy. I thought that'd be a cakewalk, so of course things went sideways.
You got blindsided. Wasn't your fault.
A couple more of these, maybe I'll believe you.
What do you know about the embassy?
Oh, yeah, not much. Only that Avad really wants it to happen. He said I'm making peace with these Tenakth. But from what I hear, they're not too big on the whole diplomacy thing. They do most of their talking with blades and arrows. So if you're heading their way, be prepared. Things might get ugly real fast.
I'll keep that in mind. What do you know about this place?
Well, nothing good. It's where the Carja dragged all the captives they took from the Forbidden West during the Red Raids. Lucky ones became slave labor. The rest were hauled off to the Sun Ring and Meridian.
Your sacrifice.
You got it. Tenakth made sure to wreck the place before they chased the Carja out of the West. I can't say I blame them. And now Avad's paying the Osram to rebuild it. And no matter how much new stone they put up, it'll still be stained in blood.
I better get going.
Right, I'll have to do complicated Aloy things. Maybe just don't disappear completely this time.
No promises.
I guess what I'm really trying to say is, if you ever do need me...
I know where to find you. Hopefully sober next time.
Don't count on it. Be careful out there, Aloy.
Savior, you're my last hope.
Conover. She's Meridian's savior, not yours.
It's just Aloy. What do you want?
Please, no one will listen. But the Eclipse... they're here in the Daunt.
Really, Conover? Aloy's the one that defeated them. You're bothering her with this hogwash now?
Some of them must have fled west after the battle at the Elite. I saw one of our sentries, Loravik, sneaking off to meet with one. I tried to eavesdrop, but they spotted me. And then Larovic tried to kill me. I fought back. It was him or me.
Unfortunately, there's no hard evidence that connects Larovic to the Eclipse. And since Conover doesn't deny killing his fellow soldier, Nozar sentenced him to death.
What makes you so sure Larovic was working with the Eclipse?
Well, I was too far to hear everything. But I heard them both say the word Eclipse.
It's not the most outlandish claim I've heard, but it's up there.
Crying Eclipse is a convenient way to dodge a death sentence.
If I have to die, so be it. But if we ignore this threat, others are going to die too.
Is there going to be an actual literal eclipse that's going to happen at some point? And that's what it's talking about.
Tell me exactly what happened.
Weeks ago, during a shift change, some trespassers slipped through the gate. By the time anyone noticed, they were halfway out the canyon. Nozar didn't see the need to give chase. Let the Tenakth take care of them, he said.
Nozar's not one to be sidetracked. He tightened up the patrol schedules, reprimanded the sentries, and everyone moved on.
But I couldn't stop thinking about it. None of us are careless out here, meaning someone left it open on purpose. And Larovic, well, he's always grumbling about officers. But on this, he was too quiet. And after the incident, he started acting different, jumpy. So when I spotted him sneaking out of the barracks after hours, I followed. I found him arguing with a stranger, and when Larovic mentioned the Eclipse, I tried getting closer, but they heard me. The stranger took off, and Larovic lunged at me with his knife. Instincts took over. Sentries heard the scuffle and found me standing over his body.
Why don't you believe him?
We combed the woods. Searched Larovic's bunk, searched it again. Didn't find anything. Look, Conover's a good man. I don't believe he murdered Larovic in cold blood. But Nozar only listens to facts. And that fact is, Conover killed his fellow sentry. He doesn't deny it, right?
No, but more Eclipse are out there.
And considering there's no evidence backing up this Eclipse story, well, we can't question a dead man. Nozar's on edge with the upcoming embassy and doesn't want distractions. But hey, if you find a bunch of Eclipse soldiers hatching an evil plot in the woods, please do let us know.
The meeting you witnessed. Did you hear anything else about their plans?
No. But the clearing where they met is just east of here, across the river.
A dozen soldiers have already searched it, Conover. There's nothing there.
I can see things others can't. If the Eclipse are in the Daunt, I'll find them.
Thank you, Aloy. Sun bless your search.
Don't get your hopes up, soldier.
Let's do this embassy.
Lighten up, Paid. You've got a thick wall of stone between you and the Tenakth up there.
Yes, sir.
Are you in charge around here?
Ah, apologies, no. That would be Commander Nozar. I'm Lawan, his second in command. So, what brings Aloy of the Nora to Barren Light?
I'm here for the embassy. I need it to happen so I can head west. And maybe now that Studious Wadis is here, we can finally get things underway.
Ah, yes, the Sun Priest. Walked in practically kicking and screaming behind his escort. Really seems to like his scrolls. But the embassy remains delayed. Commander Nozar has signaled our readiness, but the Tenakth marshals have yet to sound their horn.
All right, fine. Let me through the gates then. I have my own business with them.
I'm sure you do, but I'm afraid I can't. Commander's orders. Normally, the gates are open for any who dare to venture out. Oseram salvagers, a few especially brazen Karja, but no one's allowed in or out before an embassy. They'll reopen, once the Tenakth have left.
So what happens at these embassies, exactly?
Mostly trade and negotiation. The Karja offered tribute of food, spices, and gear. In exchange, the Tanath returned personal effects taken from Karja soldiers that fell during the Red Raids. This particular embassy, however, is a special case.
Because the Tenakth are handing over some sort of prisoner, right? A soldier named Fashav?
Ah, so you've heard. The exchange has got everyone on edge. You never know if an embassy's going to go well until it's practically over.
You said something about Tenakth marshals. Who are they?
They're the tribe's elite warriors. Before every embassy, they arrive with a contingent of soldiers from each of their 3 clans. Then, during the proceedings, they negotiate on behalf of their leader. And by negotiate, I mean stare down our sun priest until they concede. Paiv over here came face to face with them for the first time at the last embassy. Came back drenched in his own sweat.
It was hot that day, sir.
It was indeed.
Where is this Commander Nozar, then? If he's the one keeping the gates shut, I'll convince him to open them for me.
I'll take you to him, but I have to warn you. The commander isn't one to break protocol, especially when he's already high-strung.
We'll see about that.
This way.
There's a lot of activity going on around here.
The Tenakth tore down this place during the Red Raids. 2 years of labor, and we still have a long way to go. The work stoppage and chain scrape nearly halted our rebuilding efforts. But I hear a certain Nora got them back to work.
I was just helping out.
Yes, well, I'm sure Ulvund was thrilled. Stand aside, soldier.
Sir?
There's the commander. Better brace yourself. And good luck.
Beyond me. Agreed. How are we to hold an embassy with a tribe that can't even govern their own people?
What more can you expect from barbarians?
Ah. Aloy, was it?
Yes. The one who cleared the valley for you? That Aloy.
We appreciate your service. At least we are ready for the embassy to begin.
Didn't you just give the signal?
Both sides must signal readiness. Until the Tenakth sound their horn, we wait.
Yea, for as the first shall be...
Shut up. Why the delay?
The Tenakth are a tribe composed of 3 clans. How many banners do you see?
You're just gonna wait? Go find out what's wrong.
Oh, this isn't some forgotten corner of the East where you come from, Nora. It's the Forbidden West. If you don't like it, run back to Meridian, file a complaint.
The Meridian I saved, you mean?
That's right. Nobody walks to the gate until the 3rd clan arrives and the Tenakth horn has sounded. Not even the savior of Meridian.
You know what? I will force this issue next time.
Lucky for you, the savior of Meridian still has a few things she wants to take care of. Might be worth another look around the Daunt before the embassy.
So, let's get me to a campfire. Why did I know it wasn't going to be that easy?
Resist the shadow.
Keep an eye out for you. Stay safe and stay out of the
Karja
shadow.
armor. To protect?
Oh, listen up.
King of Vodka.
The Tenakth broke the Red Raid. Now that tells us something.
Alright, I'm gonna be doing these side quests and leveling and all of that good stuff on my own time. because it is late. It's after 1 a.m. I've been going for quite some time, especially since I started early and then had to deal with tech issues. So that's gonna be the end of things here. Thank you, anyone and everyone who joined. I appreciate you greatly, and I hope to see you in the next one. Night, night, Twitch.